Hey there, everybody. Happy Thursday night. It's good to be live with each of you for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Gonna be a great episode today. We are picking up where we left off with the casting of Frank Stone. And I believe we're getting close to the end. When I was doing my research on the game, I read that there were, only 4 to 5 hours of gameplay or something like that. We've done more than that. We're on episode 4 now? 3? I think we're on episode 3. So based on that math, we should finish it today. But then again, I am a slow gamer, so maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go into another episode. I don't know. We'll see. But I've already got a game planned and picked out for when we complete this one. So I'm really looking forward to continuing with Scotch and Smoke Rings. Much more to come. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Kick today. So good to see everyone on Twitch. I am G-Snap, Pumpkin Sauce 6, HM Grant, Luke the Vault Dweller, Squan Streams, and of course, great to see all of the everybody on Facebook today. Alicia Wolf, Toby Noble, and all of the regulars and members on YouTube, including Alt Grendel, Rose Lover 1, John de GM Baradino, Paladin Dance's Girlfriend, Lane Berry, Craig Euler, Jeff Day, Nick Automatic Beats, Julian Z, Raphael Steed, Wade Speakerman, and it's Preston Garvey with the first super chat of the day. Another settlement needs your help. And that is aptly timed, Preston Garvey, for soon we will be starting on the full story of the Minutemen in the full story of Fallout 4. It's the last faction we need to cover. We've completed everything in the Brotherhood, and in the Railroad, and in the Institute. So all that's left is the full story of the Minutemen. I have been capturing footage like a madman every single day, hours and hours and hours. The thing with the Minutemen, even though the quests are minimal and the dialogue is minimal compared to all of the other factions, the time is the same or greater due to the settlement prerequisites. You only get the quest to advance on the castle after you claim 4 settlements. You only get the quest to go after the Institute after you claim the castle and you claim 8 settlements. And I had to make a choice when working on this next series. I could have just quickly claimed the settlements and then abandoned them, or if I'm trying to tell the story of the Minutemen, I could have actually put some time and attention and love into each of the settlements, and that's what I decided to do. I'll go more into it when I start the Minutemen series, but I'm actually trying to increase the happiness of each of the settlements to reach my settler cap, which is based on your character's charisma, and that's taking way more time than I thought. It's an enormous amount of time. So yeah, I'm still capturing footage. I haven't even gotten to the point where we go and get the castle. I've just been working on settlements. And it's not even going to be a big payoff because it's not like I'm going to have a 4-hour video where I show off all of the settlements that I've built. I'll do like a side-by-side before and after of each settlement. It'll take maybe 1 or 2 minutes in the video, and that's it. But it's taken me literally weeks of work. So I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm a completionist and a perfectionist, and that's what I do. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to enjoy it the entire time. And we're going to continue with the story of the Minutemen. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Alicia Wolf on Facebook says, did you hear that the Fallout series is on hold due to the fires in LA? Damn it, that sucks. I didn't hear that, but I could only imagine. I mean, the fires are right down smack dab in the middle of LA. I've been seeing all of the same photographs that you guys have seen, and it's absolutely just horrific and horrible. So I really hope that everyone's insured and that there's minimal loss of life. Though I know that some people have died in the fires. It's really horrible and awful to see. And so many people have lost their homes. So, yeah, I mean, the show is really the least of our concerns. They will get back to it. Filming will resume. I just hope LA focuses on what's important, and that's getting everybody safe, rebuilding, and trying to find ways to prevent something like this from happening again. The film will return. They will get back to filming eventually. Greg Williams says, hey Ox, what's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body? I don't have the Lamborghini in my garage. Thank you, Greg Williams. First dad joke, dark, morbid dad joke of the broadcast. Glad to see you. He says, hope all is well. Thank you, Greg Williams. All is well. Hope all is well with you. Greg says, happy Scotch and Smoke Rings, Ox and chat. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. Thank you, Greg. I hope you do too. Cheng Yang says, next faction, Minutemen, spray and pray time, Ox. I mean, spray and pray is great, but if I'm going to be doing a story of the Minutemen, I've got to use the laser musket. I mean, how could I tell the story of the Minutemen if I don't just own that laser musket? As much as I dislike it, personally. I mean, on one hand, it's an intriguing weapon, and when I first saw it, my first time playing Fallout 4, I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to try it out. It's just so cumbersome to use. The crank to reload it, and then how it wobbles, like it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's powerful, but it's an absolute mess compared to just the laser rifle. What utility does the laser, the crank laser weapon have compared to a laser pistol that the laser pistol doesn't already have? That isn't already solved by the laser pistol. Even the plasma pistol or the plasma rifle is a bit redundant compared to the laser pistol. The only thing it does is a little bit more damage at the expense of having much harder to find ammunition, and it gooifies an enemy upon death. But what does that even do? The laser just incinerates you and turns you into a burn pile, neither of which actually help in combat in any way. It's just an aesthetic. So, yeah, it's a fun weapon, though. It is iconic for the Minutemen, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And who knows? Maybe I'll be in love with it by the time I'm done. But, of course, the spray and pray is an excellent weapon, especially for a commando build. A Salazar 69 says, hey Ox, first time here, greetings from Costa Rica. Hey there, a Salazar, greetings from Washington State. Alpha says, I haven't slept in 2 days. Your videos make me sleep. Well, Alpha, I'm sorry to hear that you've been suffering from insomnia, but I'm glad to hear that my videos help, and I hope you can get some sleep tonight. Nick Slaba, or Slabo, says, I've been watching for years. Much love. Thank you, Nick Slabo. Much love back at you, my friend. Tony Gones on Facebook says, here's a dad joke. How do you get a super mutant to laugh? Tell him a joke and then shoot him in the head? I guess. I mean, will that make him laugh or will it just enrage him? I wouldn't want to gamble that. If I was sitting down to a conversation with a super mutant and I wanted to make him laugh, I probably wouldn't shoot him in the head. Maybe he would laugh, maybe not. Wasteland Wanderer says, hi Ox, Fallout 5 could be Fallout New Orleans. It could. I mean, that's based on something that we talked about last week. It could also be Fallout New York, and we already know that they did have plans to set a Fallout game in New York before they ultimately settled upon Boston. It was technology that prevented them from making Fallout 4 in New York. They just didn't have the hardware necessary to fully capture the ruins of New York as they envisioned. But in 2025, do we have that technology? Maybe. Is the hardware powerful enough to render a ruined downtown New York without 10 minutes of loading time? I don't know. It's going to be a Bethesda game, so who knows? But yeah, I mean, we know they thought about New York. It would be wonderful to see a Fallout game in the ruins of New York, but also Fallout Miami would be really interesting as well. Or Fallout New Orleans. Julie Jules, yeah, says your attention to detail is why I'm still here. Thank you, Julie Jules, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're still here, and we will definitely have a lot of attention to detail when we tackle the Minutemen. Rachel says, but can we get a 4-hour video of the settlements? I mean, no, it's just a lot of work. And it's not going to be interesting. Like you and one other person might sit down to watch a 4-hour video of me building my settlements from scratch. But I don't know if many people would find that interesting. I'm doing it. I'm building the settlements in my work time, and I'm getting them done, and I'm liking. One of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do it without mods and without increasing the settlement build limit artificially using console commands. And this is my first time doing that. When I made all my big, beautiful settlements on my primary playthrough all those years ago, I increased this settlement build limit because I wanted to have big, beautiful settlements. And I installed a bunch of mods to help where I found the game lacking. And I installed the Build Everywhere mod because the default settlement engine was just not functional half the time. So I'm not using any mods this time. And my God, is it infuriating. I don't know if I would have fallen in love with the settlement system the way I did if I actually played it the way it was designed to be played, because it's so limited and infuriating just to try and do something basic like attach a wall to another wall. It's so tedious and horrific. And yet I still play it. I still build my settlements because Fallout 4 really captured something with the settlement system, and I think it has everything to do with settlers, with watching your settlement grow, with watching the Minutemen become more powerful. But I'll cover more of that when I work on my video for the Minutemen. Greg Williams says, also, Tinker Tom has another scanning device for you to place. Only Lord knows where. Lol, Radiant quests are tough. How many in total for the Minutemen? We're not going to be going through all of them because they've got a Radiant quest for literally every settlement. And how many are there? 32, 36, something like that. But the Minutemen plot line stops at like 8, I think. I'll have to look it up again. But I think we can get all the way to the point of defeating the Institute after claiming 8 settlements for the Minutemen. But the only settlements that count are the ones that we get from Preston Garvey himself. If we go out on our own and start stumbling upon settlements and claiming them, that's great. We can turn them into Minutemen settlements. We can add them to our supply routes, but it doesn't add to the Minutemen settlement counter that you have to go through to advance the Minutemen quest. So it's 8 settlements from Preston Garvey before we can raid the Institute. So it's we won't be going through all 36. No, just 8 or 9. Nick Slowbaugh gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Nick. And congratulations to Vault-Tec Spy, Alpha, Smilin' Dreamer Gaming, Kristen Engelhart, and Parker Simpson. Thank you so much, Nick, and congratulations to all. Tony Goins on Facebook says, here's another dad joke. How do you know if someone is a Brotherhood of Steel member? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Okay, that one works. I like that because it's true. Also, it's hard to miss because they're gonna be in uniform. They're gonna be in uniform. But they also announce themselves. Hello, I'm Paladin Brandis from the Brotherhood of Steel, etc. So yeah. Well done. Alt Grendel says, when an eel bites your thigh. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to sing this because it's a song. When your eel bites your thigh and you bleed out and die, that's amore. How was that, right? Because amore eel. Well done, Alt Grendel. Loving that dad joke. Thanks. I realized I haven't actually taken a sip of alcohol yet, so I don't have that as an excuse. Let's fix that. Cheers, everybody. And some rum. Wade Speakerman says, my wife has been putting glue on my guns. She denied it, but I'm sticking to my guns. All right, you made me smile. You made me smile, Wade. It's okay. Not bad. Ranker 1138 says, did you read that the casino in Prim is shutting down? Also, are you planning to finish Silent Hill 2? I'm assuming you are going for the dog ending. The real world Prim has a casino that's shutting down. No, I didn't even know that it had a casino, and I didn't know that the casino was shutting down. I had no idea. Sad? And Silent Hill 2, I finished it. Ranker 1138, you must have missed it. Because I finished Silent Hill 2, and then we explored all of the different endings possible at the end of that broadcast. So done and done. Sorted and filed on YouTube. You can watch the VOD at any time. Jessica McDonald says, I just had to refresh the page to watch you. Did you see my other chats? Jessica, that's the first one from you I've seen. Scrolling up. Oh, I do see a few of yours. If they do a Fallout New York, they'll have to bring back the Twin Towers, says Jessica. Huh. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Levitation on Kick says, hey, Oxen chat. Hey there, Levitation. Would they have to bring back the Twin Towers? Would 9/11 have ever happened in a post-Divergence Fallout world? It's an interesting thought. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'd love to hear why you think they wouldn't have been destroyed in the Fallout universe. Vampiric Jess says, hey, Ox, I was taking a look at your shop earlier, and there weren't any Ox thongs or body pillows. I've been thinking into getting a vault shirt. Listen, there's a reason for that, and it's because I don't sell thongs or body pillows, despite their clear popularity from the chat. Like, if I did, I'd make a mint. So maybe I'm an idiot for not having those available for sale, because a lot of you are really into that idea. But no, I've never had them for sale. And okay, well, I take that back. I did have Ox thongs for sale like 20 years ago when I first came out with my Cafe Press shop. And that's just because I chose one design and did select all. And it just so happened that they had thongs as an available option for some of the designs. Anyway, my new shop, since the Fallout stuff, I've never had any thongs for sale. So sorry, you're just going to have to take a photograph of me and upload it to your own print-on-demand shop so you can get yourself a thong. And that's fine. You can do that. God bless. Alpha says, wonder if Strong ever found the milk of human kindness. Yeah, I don't know if he did. I guess it's going to be up to the Soul Survivor. Depends on what kind of person the Soul Survivor was. Will Strong learn from the Soul Survivor and become a different, better person? Who knows? Greg says, to be fair, recording a 4-hour settlement video would also make amazing B-roll footage for YouTube Shorts. I mean, only if something funny and silly and interesting happens. Oh, God. I'd hate to give, 4 or 5 going on 6 hours of settlement building footage with absolutely no narration to my Shorts editor and force him to go through all of that to find out the hidden gems. I don't think he'd like that. So maybe we're sparing everybody by just keeping that 4-hour settlement build on the hard drive. Alt Grendel says, when the moon hits your knees... Oh, God, here we go. When the moon hits your knees, you'll mispronounce trees sycamore. When the moon hits your knees and you mispronounce trees, sycamore, right? Because sycamore, mispronouncing the word of the tree. I love it. Alt Grendel. It's good. Julian Z says, hi, Ox. So good to see you on this Scotch and Smoke Rings. Hope you're doing well. I was wondering, what year did the U.S. annex Canada in the Fallout universe for comparison? And I'm so sad that we actually have to say for comparison, because what are we comparing? What are we comparing to? The real world now, because that is what the world is talking about. It is seriously and literally talking about annexing Canada right now. And I'm not even joking. I wish I was, but that's what we're comparing it to. We are now comparing the Fallout universe timeline to our own because they're getting too similar. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. I don't know. It's just so stupid and frustrating and annoying. How did we get here? Greenland? Really? All right. Sheng Yang says, what about Old Reliable from Far Harbor? Forget the laser musket, Ox. I love Old Reliable, and when I installed Far Harbor and played it for the first time, Old Reliable was my go-to weapon. I just loved the snot of it. It became one of my favorites. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's good against soft targets, but against robots or armored super mutants. It's not as good. It's not as good. Perhaps if Fallout 4 had different ammo types where you could have armor piercing rounds or whatever, that might have made it a better weapon. But I find that it just doesn't work as well towards really beefy enemies, whereas the Gauss rifle does. And the Gauss rifle is just easy to use. Like, the ammunition is plentiful. You can, it's a powerful weapon, and it's great against everything. So, I mean, I like the lever action rifle, like Old Reliable, but the Gauss rifle it works. Michael Ewan says, howdy everyone. For your information, the Lost Tommies quest originally didn't have any map markers when Fallout London launched. They must have added them in an update. Okay, well, yeah, we did. I mean, I haven't installed an update in a while, but oh my god, really? I can't imagine trying to do that quest without any quest markers whatsoever. Because the quest markers definitely pushed me in the right direction. Especially at the beginning when I was trying to figure out where the fuse box was. If it weren't for the quest marker, I would have never thought about looking out the window to the far end of that large atrium area to find a fuse box, which is it's invisible to the naked eye unless you have a scope. Like, you cannot see it unless you have a scope. The only reason I saw it is because I happened to have a scope on my weapon, and I thought, oh, well, that's where the quest marker is. I wonder if you shoot it. If there wasn't quest markers, I just don't even know how you could possibly get through it. But half of the quest markers were wrong. If you watched my video on the Lost Tommies that I published on Wednesday, like, half of the quest markers were wrong. So I think that quest has a little bit of cleanup that has to be done. But it was also refreshing. It was clearly creative and interesting. I just wish the story was a little bit clear. Like, they kind of hint towards hallucinogen, but they never flat out say it. We never find any hallucinogen gas canisters. We walk away with an incomplete story, which always frustrates me. I like having well-done, completed stories. Rachel says, so it's been 6 years as a member. Can I request an epic smoke ship battle between the Prydwen and the SS Constitution for the occasion? Rachel, of course, 6 years deserves that and more. And, of course, you're a Gold Ox. Let's do it. If I can find my lighter. There we go. All right. Pay attention. Here we go. Wow! Did you see it? It wasn't there for very long. That is the nature of smoke. But for the briefest of moments before your very eyes, hovering right here between you and me, was painted in nothing but smoke. An epic battle between the Prydwen and the SS Constitution. Fighting in the air. And then poof, they were gone. It's a skill. I can't explain it. And I won't attempt to. Sometimes it's best just to admire art and believe in magic. Yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Brandon Beltfed says, apologies for the spice last week. I was a little sauced myself and may have pushed the jokes across the line a bit. May take a milder approach tonight. Cheers, Ox. Thanks, Brandon. Your contributions are always welcome, though. And there was only one joke that was a little bit too saucy that I chose not to read aloud. But the rest were okay, so... Your contributions are always welcome, Brandon. Toxic Sean says, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Looking forward to this stream tonight. Got a few hours left of work and will definitely do an Uber burger tonight. XX. Oh, man, you're making me hungry for an Uber burger. Sounds delicious. He continues, feeling like a cheap ass. Here's some money. Damn free milestones, but 49 months, that's an achievement. Love ya, Oxy baby. Thank you, Toxic Sean. 49 months a member. Can hardly believe it. You guys are racking up the years. I can't believe I've been doing this that long. Josh Bunton gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Josh. And congratulations to Samurai Ravan, Loki 1988, Kriza Black Wolf, Stephen Haworth, and Andrew Robinson. Thanks again, Josh Bunton. Jessica McDonald on Facebook says, can you picture trying to build a settlement on the Statue of Liberty Island? Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. Wouldn't that be cool if we could do that in Fallout 5? Skullwolf 1400 Kriegsman on Twitch says, hi, Ox, and Ad Victoria. Ad Victoria, my friend. Thanks for watching. Gabriel Paul Bruce on Twitch gives us a date for the annexation of Canada. Although the US exploited the resources of Canada since the 2050s, it looks like Canada wasn't officially annexed until 2076. We're so early. Right, so the year before the events of Fallout 4, at the very beginning of Fallout 4, when the bombs dropped on October 23rd, 2077, 1 year before that, it was annexed? Canada was annexed? Wow. Truly, truly awful. Robert says, what did the grape say when it got crushed? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. I mean, only if it was a fermented grape, because otherwise it just would have been grape juice. Right? Right. Christian Chavez says, oh my God, Oxhorn live. Hello there, Christian. So good to see you, my friend. Vampiric Jess says, also, have you ever thought about adding Far Harbor land fish to a shirt? I don't actually want an ox thong or a body pillow. It's just funny. I don't want you to have an ox thong or a body pillow, which is why I've never made it as a product. What? Of course you don't want that. Who would want that? But you want me to make a Far Harbor land fish shirt? What? Look, all right, I'll add it to my list of ideas. I need to make some new designs. It's been a while since I've updated my shop. Of course you don't actually want an ox thong. I didn't think you actually wanted one. Who would want one? I don't know. Anarchist69 says, when I die, I want to be cremated. I've earned that choice. Huge fight at the seafood diner. Battered fish everywhere. Love you, Oxo, Anarchist69. Thank you for those wonderful dad jokes. Alpha says, I'm going to try and sleep now. Have a good evening, Ox. Thank you, Alpha. Have a wonderful night. Greg says, I'm going to be 31 this year, Ox. Can I say I'm old? Now, you can't say you're old. Because I don't think I'm old, and I'm 43. So I've got over a decade on you, and I'm not old yet. So if I'm not old, you're not allowed to be old either. Vince M says, good evening. Decided to take a 4-day mini vacation this weekend with some hard-earned paid time off to start the new year. How are things going? I enjoyed your latest Fallout London video. Cheers. Thank you, Vince. I'm working hard on my next batch of Fallout 4 videos. Got to make a video on the Minutemen. Got to make a video on Paladin Dance. So it's all coming together. It just takes time. Just takes time. Sergeant Sarcasm gifted 10 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Congratulations to Ligar, Zach Kelly, Schutz Dakeen, Colonel Crypto, Frozen Toy, Michael Nielsen, Lawrence Corner, The Dark Clarine, Wills 728, and Notes 69. Or 89. Notes 89. Thanks again, Sergeant Sarcasm. Jeff Day says, 29 months. How time flies with good company and great cigars. Cheers, Ox. Cheers, Jeff Day. 29 months. Just Cowboy says, how does the man on the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. A classic. James says, have you thought about making posters of Fallout? I have, and I used to have posters available for sale, but they never sold. So when I moved to my new shop, I just didn't make any posters for sale. In my previous shop, which was on Teespring, I had lots of different products for sale, and my merchandise advisor at the time said that having a cluttered storefront actually reduces sales because people don't like feeling overwhelmed. So it's better to just have fewer options than to have 1,000 options, most of which are never chosen. So when I migrated to my new shop, it's been 2 years now, I think. I just migrated over the top sellers. So the shirt types that sold the best there are the shirt types that I brought over. And I added a few mugs and a few things here or there that I just thought rounded out the shop. But posters never sold. I even used to have canvas prints and throw pillows and things like that, and they never sold. So they're no longer there. Gianna says, hey, Oxen fam, hope you're all doing well. Thoughts and prayers to those in Cali. Yes, indeed. Josh Bunton upgraded membership to Platinum Ox. Josh Bunton, thank you so much. Good to have you as a Platinum Ox again. That's amazing. Thank you, Josh, and Happy New Year. Vince M. gifted 1 Oxhorn membership to the community. Thank you, Vince M. And congratulations to All Hands on... Really? Your username is All Hands on Dick? All hands on deck. All hands on... Okay, great. Good job. Wonderful username. You snagged that membership, and I read your name on air. Well done. Diggity ID Nast on Twitch says, hey, Ox, did you like the game The Sinking City? I did like the game The Sinking City. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like any of the endings. But I did enjoy the game. It was a lot of fun. Frogwares tends to make pretty good games. Anarchist69 says, is my Pip-Boy from Fallout 4 in a box worth anything? I mean, yeah. Yeah, the Fallout props, they sell well on eBay and on Etsy. Some of the stuff that has been discontinued or that you can no longer get is going to increase in value over time. I don't think Fallout props and Fallout gear are ever going to be as valuable as, like, for example, some of the original Star Wars toys. But there's definitely a niche audience for original, actual Fallout gear. So yeah, that kind of stuff does increase in value. I don't care, because I just like it. So I unboxed everything and I threw away all of the original packages, which immediately diminishes the value. And I put it on display because that's what makes me happy. Mike Placenta on Facebook says, hey, is Dishonored 2 a good game? It is. I actually played it live on camera, and if you want to get a taste for it before you buy it for yourself, go check out my Dishonored 2 playlist on YouTube. You can watch me play the entire game. Vampiric Jess says, someone ported a face preset of the Mariner to the Xbox, which makes me happy. Makes me a bit sad she wasn't a companion. The Mariner was an excellent character with a fascinating story. I did an entire video on the Mariner, a wonderful addition to Far Harbor, and you can watch that video on my channel. Rubber says, Ox, I decided that I want to be cremated when I die. It's my last hope for a smoking hot body. Oh, cell phone. I like it. The Easy Life says, good evening, Ox, and all in chat. Been a while since I caught a stream. Out of every game you've streamed, what, in your opinion, was the biggest plot twist / shocking moment that you've experienced? Possible spoilers. I don't know. Okay, spoiler for Red Dead. Spoiler for Red Dead. I'll make a symbol when the spoiler is over. I'll cough. Like that. I'll cough, okay? So here's the spoiler. I we all knew what was happening with Arthur. We knew what was coming because he progressively got sicker and sicker and sicker. So I think it was kind of predictable what happened to him. It wasn't really shocking, and yet it felt shocking when it did happen. I remember when I was streaming it live, I actually broke down in tears because it was just so sad. It was such a sad part of the story, and it was so well done. So it wasn't shocking, and yet it kind of felt shocking. All right, that part is over. There. If you turned away, the spoiler is over. But then for Fallout 4, okay, here. All right. A spoiler for Fallout 4. I mean, everybody has played Fallout 4. But if you haven't played Fallout 4, here's the spoiler. I'll cough again when the spoiler is over. Like that, okay? All right. When Sean is revealed to be father, when I didn't play that on camera. This was before I was making content for YouTube. But when I played it on my own, it genuinely surprised me. I remember standing there without saying a word, and Father just kept saying, "Are you ignoring me? I'd appreciate a response," and stuff like that. I remember being horrified and really, really pissed off that Sean, the boy we've been looking for this entire time, turns out to be the greatest villain in the Commonwealth. And I remember shutting down the game and just leaving my office for a bit. Okay, spoiler is over. There you go. Jessica McDonald says, I don't know how many months it is, but on Facebook at least I've been following you, Ox, for 5 years now. Maybe more on YouTube itself. Thank you, Jessica. That's amazing. So awesome to have you longtime viewers continuing watching all these years later. All right, we got about 20 minutes, and then we dive into the game. 20 minutes. Anarchist69 says, Ox, when I met Sean, I literally shut off my PC and said WTF and didn't touch it for like 2 days. I went upstairs and I hugged my kids. I was so upset. My kids were sitting with their mom, and I think they were watching a cartoon. And I was in my office, which was in the downstairs garage at the time, and I was, capturing footage and playing the game. And as that moment happened, I didn't even finish the dialogue. I realized that it had to be true, because things started clicking into place. So I knew he wasn't bluffing. And the fact that he wasn't bluffing really angered me. That we would invest all that time and energy searching for him, only to have the rug pulled out from under our feet like that. Because I hated the Institute, and I thought they were irredeemable as a faction. And then I only thought worse of them after working with them. So it was, I shut off my computer, I went upstairs and just sat with my kids and held them while we watched cartoons. I didn't touch it again well, I probably went back to it the next day. Yeah, it was the next day. I'm like, all right, I'm back. Let's go back to my Minuteman settlements. That's where my happy place is. Zach says, what's your favorite Fallout companion from any of the Fallouts? Well, I think the companions in Fallouts 1, 2, Tactics, I guess for Tactics it would be squad mates, and 3, they're also one-dimensional. They weren't really fleshed out. It wasn't until Fallout New Vegas that companions actually came with really rich and interesting backstories. I mean, yeah, all of the Fallout 3 companions had a bit of a story. Particular Sharon, Jericho had a bit of a story as well, but it was so minimal. It was just kind of there, and then the game never went anywhere with it. But in Fallout New Vegas, our companions finally started getting really detailed plots of their own that interacted with other stories. Veronica's story is a prime example of this. I mean, her story interacts not only with the Brotherhood of Steel at Hidden Valley, but with Christine in the Sierra Madre, right? It goes into the DLCs. It was so intricately woven into the plot. It was really well done. And Bethesda learned a lesson from that and brought all of that into Fallout 4. So it's really Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 where we see the companions shine. I thought Cassidy was a lot of fun. Victoria was nice, but she was also kind of... she was a little annoying. Was I the only one who thought Victoria was just a little annoying? Or Veronica was just a little annoying. And Cass was hilarious. Her foul mouth was great, and she always had some snarky thing to say. But really, all of the companions in New Vegas were interesting and good in their own right. But I think Cass was a standout character. And then in Fallout 4, it's really hard to beat Nick Valentine and Codsworth. They're just such great characters. I mean, Codsworth is a great person. He's really fun. I wouldn't say he's necessarily the most dynamic character, but Nick Valentine is a really well-done character with a fascinating side plot of his own little side quest, and his integration into the Far Harbor DLC made him just really interesting. So he's definitely probably one of the best companions. I really enjoyed Curie. Her story with the Vault 88 was interesting, and it was cool kind of introducing somebody to the irradiated world for the first time, and her bubbly personality just always trying to see the best out of everything, which was kind of nice and kind of refreshing. I just felt sad for Kate. She just had such a tragic story that I just felt sad for her. It was a really well done story. I enjoyed learning about Kate, and she was a fun companion to have. But her personality was a little bit acidic. Still, she was a fun companion. Piper was a little annoying. I don't know why, but Veronica was annoying and Piper was annoying. Both of them were kind of annoying. Strong was rather one-dimensional. I'd like to delve into his story a little bit more, because I think there's more there, but he just kind of felt a little one-dimensional. X688 as well. Preston Garvey, as much as I admire him as a human being, was just a little boring and a little annoying. Dance was great. Dance was a great character. I disagreed with a lot of his philosophy, but he was a really well-done person, a really well-done character with an excellent story, and he made for a fascinating companion. Amanda Peterson says, good evening, everyone. First interview of the new year tomorrow. Hope soon to say I have a job soon. Scotch and Smoke Rings community has been a great support. Well, Amanda, good luck to you on your job. I hope you get it, and let us know what happens. Pop Blender says, Ox, you have given me so much joy since 2017. I hope for continued success. Just wanted to drop by and enjoy that golden voice for a while. Thank you, Pop Blender. You are welcome here anytime. Gianna says, my New Year's resolution is to read an average of 1 book per week. And books that I have already read another year don't count. That's excellent. That's a wonderful New Year's resolution. I hope you achieve it, and you'll have to let me know what your tally is when you come by every week. The Easy Life says, how many ghouls does it take to change a light bulb? None. They all huddle around the glowing one. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. The easy life. Cheers, my friend. Dwight Eisenhower says Boone is the GOAT. Yeah, Boone was really great as well. Just another tragic character, but I really felt for him. Just his story tugs on your heart. But yeah, he was another really well done character. Aaron says, Ox, what drew you to Fallout to begin with? How did you get into that game? My love affair with Fallout starts in 2008 with the release of Fallout 3. I was working for Wii Game at the time, and I had never played a Fallout game before then, but one of my coworkers, Jeff Gaunt, he extolled the virtues of Fallout 2. He talked all about Fallout 2 and how wonderful the game was and how he was really looking forward to Fallout 3. And so when Fallout 3 came out, everyone at the company, since it was a gaming company, we got the day off to play it. And I did. And I played it to understand the game. And then I played it back at home in my free time. It was the first game I had ever played like that. A first-person game where you could freely explore the world, and it was an RPG game, and so you could talk to people, and your choices could change the landscape. I'd never played a game like that before. So Fallout 3 was my first introduction to it, and I loved it. And then, my career path went a different direction. My interests went a different direction, and I stopped playing games at all for a while. And it wasn't until Fallout 4 came out that I decided to try the Fallout franchise again. Because I remember when it came out, the game came out, and I remembered how much I loved Fallout 3, and I felt like I wanted to try playing a game again. And so I installed it, and I loved it. And from my love of Fallout 4, I went on to play all of the other Fallouts, starting with New Vegas, and then, of course, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 76. But yeah, it originally started with Fallout 3. Gianna says, I am 2 books read so far on chapter 3 of the 3rd. Well done. Congratulations, Gianna. Retro Wave says, Boone kept giving me heart attacks with the kill cam. Oh, did he? Yeah, he does that. He does that. Tony J says, if you take time with dog meat, you get its companion quest and learn how it's on a quest to find the man who killed its wife and that it likes to play the flute. I believe it. You jest, but you're reminding me that I have yet to make a video about dog meat. He's one of the few companions that I haven't really covered yet. Maybe I'll have to tackle that at some time. Samurai Revan says you didn't like Deacon. I did like Deacon. I found him more of a curiosity than a companion I could really like and respect. I'm more curious about him. I'm interested in his story. But as a person, he's constantly lying to you. So you don't know what to believe. And sure, later on, as you get to know him and you advance through his affinity checks, he gets to the point where he says he's no longer lying to you. But how can we be sure he's not lying about not lying, right? Because he's established himself as a liar because for some reason he thought that was funny, I guess. I don't know. So there's just a lot about his character that is a little off, but he's a fascinating character with an interesting story. And I covered his entire story in my profile video on Deacon, trying to go over all of the different options that could explain him. Zach says, who in the Fallout show would make the best companion, in your opinion? Um, well, assuming who is the main character. Or aren't we taking a look at all of the major characters and seeing which one would be the best companion? Probably Lucy, as she's really the only selfless person there. She follows the golden rule. She's highly educated. She's got great survival skills and gunmanship skills, etc. So probably Lucy. The ghoul, I mean, he would only travel with you as a matter of convenience as long as you were useful to him. Maximus, he would travel with you if he didn't know what else to do, but he's like a squirrel or like a dog that sees a squirrel. If anything else more interesting caught his eye, he'd probably bounce at the earliest opportunity. Unless he was in love with you, which is the story between him and Lucy. Gianna says, I really liked Curie. She was entertaining. Yeah, I liked Curie a lot as well. Vince M says, I first got into Fallout because my brother got me Fallout 4 as a birthday gift years ago. Because of him, I found your videos, which helped me with a quest. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you found your way here, Vince. Doggo says, hey, Ox, loved your Red Dead 2 playthrough. Any plans to play Red Dead 1 on PC? I would love to. I always wanted to, but I'm no longer live streaming the way I used to on a daily basis. Really, my only live stream is here on Scotch and Smoke Rings on Thursday. So maybe someday, but currently no plans. Odin on Twitch says, you did go into surprising depth about Deacon in your video. I was surprised there was that much, but still so little. Haha. Yeah, they definitely didn't want to give us any of the answers. And that's the thing with Bethesda, is they like to keep their secrets. They like to hint at things and make us think about things, but ultimately, if we dig, we can get to the very bottom and there's no reward because they haven't given us an answer. They're all about having us fill in the gaps. They create the scaffolding that supports the story, and they want the gaps to be filled in by us. And, you know, that's a legitimate way of telling a story, especially side stories and world-building stories. But it can be frustrating at times. Wouldn't it be nice to know whether or not Dance was a ghoul? Whether or not he really did come from the Capital Wasteland? How old he is? Etc., etc. I mean, not Dance, Deacon. Dance is not a ghoul. But Deacon might be. He might be. The Easy Life says Eddie kept picking fights with Death Claws. I raged when I heard his combat music in the distance, then got swiped from behind 5 seconds later. Ugh. Lol. Yeah, just don't travel through Sloan, and you'll be all right. Never take Eddie through Sloan or Quarry Junction, and you'll be okay. All right, 5 minutes, and then we dive into the game. Gianna says, I'm going to head out. Going to try and read another couple of chapters before bed. Love you all. Thank you, Gianna. We love you too. Good luck with your reading. Droid Noise says, how could we forget about our favorite super mutant grandma? Yeah, Lily is great as well. She's excellent and terrifying, but hilarious. Only Obsidian is going to make a super mutant Nightkin grandma character who's periodically regaining portions of her memory. It's so ridiculous, but it's wonderful. And I did a lore video on her, a profile video on Lily as well. Johnny Smith says, what's up, Ox? I was wondering if you've seen this interesting, to say the least, little conspiracy about the Enclave scientist from the Fallout show, also appearing in the Fallout 4 intro. I'll link the post. I actually did see that post. It came up on Reddit today. And, I mean, yeah, it's interesting, but it's silly. It's ridiculous because clearly... Viggy Wilzig isn't old enough to have lived before the bombs dropped, and the Fallout 4 intro takes place years before the bombs drop, showing Robco inventing and creating the Pip-Boy, and one of the scientists was working on the Pip-Boy. I mean, sure, you could say that he has a resemblance to Viggy Wilzig, but we only see the guy who was working on the Pip-Boy from behind and slightly to the side, so we don't even get a look at his face. And Viggy Wilzig has a very traditional haircut. You know, he's got a clean-cut haircut, just like someone from the 1950s would wear. So, yeah, they're going to have a similar silhouette, but we have absolutely no evidence that they're the same person, and it's extremely unlikely that they could be, since 200 years separate them, right? And he's not a ghoul, and he was never frozen, as far as we know. Totally possible, but highly unlikely. For him to be frozen all of that time just to be unthawed to become a member of the Enclave. But who knows? Who knows if they'll expand upon his story later. Priscilla says, Ox, I'm glad to catch you when you're live. Thank you, Priscilla. Always glad to have you on the program as well. Cheng Yang says, across my finger, hope Bethesda brings back the Centaur. Yeah, that would be really cool, but we already know how centaurs were made, and it was explained to us in Fallout 1. Centaurs were made when multiple different wasteland creatures accidentally fell into vats of FEV, began to simultaneously mutate into an amalgamated creature known as the centaur. So centaurs are impossible where there are not big open vats of FEV exposed to the wilds and the elements. And that was definitely the circumstance of the Mariposa military base, which is why centaurs came from there. But we haven't really seen a place like that elsewhere in America. But who knows? Who knows? Patrick Svedval became a Bronze Ox. Thank you so much, Patrick Svedval. All right, it's time. Let me turn off the lights and fire up the game. Hope you guys are ready to continue with the casting of Frank Stone. Turn off the lights. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Are we ready? I think we're ready.
Are Linda and Sheriff Green, are they looking for me?
Why would they be looking for you?
I was just with them, with Linda.
When?
Before I came here.
Sure.
Never mind.
I can't believe I saved Stan. I didn't even mean to.
Wow, an actual normal room. I'll be damned.
This door was locked earlier. Find a key for the box. All right.
Keepsakes of past victims, which can become protective talismans for those who bear them.
Wait, I know this. This was... No, I can't.
Can't what?
This belonged to one of Frank Stone's victims.
Frank Stone?
A killer. From the mill. But what is it doing here?
I've seen it too. There was a book here that explained how it would offer some sort of protection or something. I didn't even think it was real, but...
So, should, one of us wear it? For protection?
Oh no, I gotta choose?
Hey, maybe we let the guy who almost got killed back there have a little extra insurance, huh?
No. Stan can die. He can just die. Chris is annoying. Let's be assertive.
we've all been through a lot tonight. I don't think anyone deserves it more than anyone else. But I found it, so...
You kept the pendant for yourself. All right. Yay. Chris thinks I'm being selfish. Chris, I just rescued you. You've got no way to talk.
Looks boring. Still, can't judge a book by its cover.
Oh my gosh. Can I just take the writers aside and sit them down and just have a heart-to-heart? The Etymology of East England, the History of Lows and Other Hundreds, by Dr. John D. Dollart. The changing nature of language often results in a lack of modern consensus on the etymology of certain place names. Even those that seem patently obvious may be hiding a myriad of meanings. For example, there's an East Anglican town named Woodbridge that historians doubt ever had a literal wooden bridge. Even if it had, such a thing is unlikely to have been considered a noteworthy innovation given the town's layout and the technology of its oldest recorded settlements. Oh, there's the key.
Hello. Now that's not boring.
Oh. Okay, so that moves on to the new page, but I kind of want to finish reading the story about etymology. created to honor its rulers. As the London area has increasingly become seen as the de facto center of English culture, it may seem strange to imagine such quaint towns having any significance to gods and kings. But the passage of history does much to obscure its truths. What we may think of as today as a humble hamlet may well have been of interest to greater powers. As how Woodbridge itself was later recorded in the Doomsday Book as part of one of the country's largest settlements. It's here we pause to consider the surprising origin of the term sterling, which has become synonymous with quality in ... Okay, so here's the torn out page that's taped inside the book. Blood may be that which binds us to this world, for upon the spilling of his life's blood shall a man find himself moving into the next. Why then, if a soul may naturally move from one reality into a higher one by the shedding of this blood, should we be surprised to learn such shedding may draw the gaze of that higher reality? We might therefore conclude it is simply the act of taking life, not any passage of our souls, that brings these worlds together. In so doing, we might form our own gates between this world and the other, and in so doing, perchance move through them while we yet live. Oh, what wisdom we might glean from the worlds of the ancients! What knowledge might be but a single sacrifice away! How to return is another matter, if the death of our own... So, the cult sacrifices people in order to build portals into other slivers of reality, into other timelines. Use the key in the box. Who is this dancing guy? With like ninja stars in his hands or something.
Huh? That is pretty slick.
Stan? Huh? What kind of dialogue is this, man?
Yeah, sure. A secret passage. Why not?
Murder basement. Who's ready to go into the murder basement? It stopped me for a second there. Oh man, I'm getting Silent Hill 2 vibes. Oh, and it's now a fixed camera. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was a fixed camera for a minute, but then it changed. Ooh, and that advances the plot. All right. Well, I kind of want to go back upstairs because I think there was something I missed. What? We're back? Oh, no. And where are our companions? Patient F. Stone, 32361.
This is Dr. Augustine Lieber conducting court-mandated psychological session 5 with patient Frank Stone. March 28th, 1961.
Wait, that's
I hear you've had a bad
Augustine.
week since our last
But
conversation,
1961?
Frank. An attack
That's
on an
over
orderly.
60 years ago.
Perhaps we could salvage this. Tell me, do you ever feel as though you have a higher calling? This instinct of yours to inflict pain on others, to punish them, I don't believe it is wholly errant. These sessions are all about taking responsibility, Frank. Not just for your past, but for your future, too. Yes, you have a future. And it could be boundless. You simply have to trust me.
So she recruited Frank Stone to be her blunt instrument to sacrifice humans to open portals to another world. Gotcha. Dr. Lieber exerted a strong psychological hold over Frank Stone. Still missing 4. Ah.
Twins are creepy. That's just a fact.
Twins? As in just in general twins? Or these twins? I mean, these twins are creepy, but twins in general? They're not creepy. Wow. Wow. Gross. Hey! 11 of 12, sacrificial knife. Struggling against the darkness, I feel its hooks pulling me deeper into the abyss. Okay, that's a dead end. Which means we are now missing only 3. Okay, before I go through the door, I want to go back upstairs to see if there was anything I missed in that corridor before we went into the room. And they're waiting here. They don't want to go in. Because we had 2 paths. We had that way, but then there's also this way. Which we have explored. But at different moments in time.
Doors, 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 doors. Maddie, stop saying doors.
Okay, so it's just a dead end. All right, moving on then. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Ha!
You need to understand.
Why should I? I don't even know you.
Linda! I'm so glad you're okay. You're not gonna believe what happened. I found this totally crazy room, and this girl just came out of nowhere.
Maddie, listen. This is not the Sam Green I knew from Cedar Hills. He is an imposter. We cannot trust him.
I will admit, time, distance, and a great deal more than you could know are between us. But whoever I am to you, you can trust me. You have to.
Give me one good reason.
You've seen Augustine's archive. She's not just collecting every piece of the film you made. She's collecting every piece of that film that could have ever potentially existed.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Resistant, you can't prove any of this, or supportive. I think Sam might be right. Veal Chops says, Ox, I've been watching your videos for years. Thank you, Veal Chops. George says, hi, Ox. Just woke up here in the UK. I recommend Banishers Ghost of New Eden. It's an RPG by the makers of Vampire. It came out in early 2024. Well, I loved Vampire. I played it many years ago, but I loved it. I didn't think I would like it, but I still loved it. Banishers Ghost of New Eden. Awesome. I'll have to add it to the list. I'm going to be supportive because, of course, I think Sam is right.
I don't know if I would have said this an hour ago, but after what I just experienced, I think Sam might be right. Augustine's lying to us. Whatever she's up to here, it's way, way over our heads. You should have seen this chamber and the girl.
I don't trust Augustine, but I trust this man even less. At least whoever Augustine is, she's not pretending to be someone from your past.
Linda? Linda!
Ho, 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 ho.
What happened? We were in the mill and...
What?
You're so old!
Oh boy. This kind of thing, it can happen. Sometimes.
He's like, hi.
Hooray!
I'm here
Stan, you're back! Oh, we missed you!
Okay, I like him a little better now. He walks in. Hey. I'm not essential to the plot anymore.
Is this the movie you made?
Yeah, it is.
Technically, I'm the director.
Chris was present at the screening.
You got your piece of the film strip?
Yeah.
All right, let me see it.
What's so important about these film strips?
Maddie?
I need to see the actual film.
What? Where is it?
Ooh.
No. It was right here. It was right in here.
Sleight of hand.
Do you still have yours?
So,
Show it to me. Show me what you took from my son.
can't do that.
You can't do that?
I kinda, sorta, might have already made a deal with Augustine. It was before anybody else got here. I just went ahead.
Empathetic. How could you know? Or outraged. You stinking weasel. I mean, honestly, as much as I dislike Stan, within the context of the story, how could he know, right? He just came into this as a collector, and he had a piece of film, even if he got it dishonestly, that he was just trying to sell. He didn't know other people were coming, even though he's a scumbag. Still, I'm gonna be outraged.
You fucking weasel. You are lying to us from the second we got here.
Come on now, it wasn't personal.
Unfucking believable.
I didn't even know you. Augustine just, paid me a little extra to hang around, keep you company. It sounded fun.
Hey, you get what you wanted? You done with this fucking game?
If she's had all the pieces of the film this whole time, why does she keep us here?
Sacrifices. Cedar Mill, Cedar Still Mill, 1980. Blue Ridge Ocean became a bronze ox. Thank you, Blue Ridge Ocean. How though? Bonnie dies later in life. What? Maybe that's a different timeline.
No, that's not what happened.
Outraged that ever happened. Comforting, don't look, Maddie. Outraged that never happened.
That never happened. Never.
I think it's about time I just kinda made my exit.
Too late. What? Oh, look, a human! No! Oh, she's standing above me on a balcony. Ah! No!
We were in the old machine shop. That's where Chris and Jaime and I found a way into Frank's hideout, and that was from...
I know. Stay right here until I come back. Do you understand?
But Dad...
Well, how's he gonna die? But he can't die because Frank stole the film piece from Sam's son. Or Stan stole the film piece from Frank. Not Frank, but Sam's son. Stan. God, these names. But then again, it could be a different timeline. Gotta explore every corner. Because we've got 3 more trinkets to find. Oh, there's Bonnie. Merton Philippe says you've never played DBD Ox, so some of this won't make any sense to you. Oh. Chad is saying Chris raid. Am I being raided? Cool. I didn't know you could be raided on YouTube, though. I thought that was a Twitch thing. Raid away, my friends. All right. Oh, Bonnie.
My God. I'm too late.
No. Dad, it's me. It's me.
Damn it. I told you to...
What happened? Wait, I'm coming with you. I gotta help.
No, Robert. Whatever's down there is too dangerous. I can't let you get hurt. I can't.
But it's my fault. I got them in here.
If you don't listen to me, I can't protect you. And I just can't trust that you're gonna listen to me. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
I mean, he should be. He should have listened to his dad. His dad kind of knew what was going on. He should be sorry. Am I only saying that because I am a father? I don't know at this point. Is this what happens when you get old?
Back here. A nightmare repeating itself.
Okay, well,
I gotta find them.
That's the way they faced us. That's the way they want us to go. Let's see if we can find the last 3 trinkets. Ooh, it's dark. Do I not have a flashlight? God. Well, there's a door here, but I can't interact with it. Oh, there's the camera. Oh, she lost the camera. She dropped it when she fled. Okay, well. Is there anything else around here? No, we need the camera to advance. Am I missing? You know that this is exactly where they would hide something. But I don't see it. So, we'll move on.
Those kids and their damn movie. Linda.
Okay, guess we go through.
Something about this camera. Maybe it's the key to all of this.
They usually give you a light show
This
before.
isn't right. It feels like he's here.
Well, that's the lit path. That's where we need to go, which means if we're going to find the secrets, we need to go off the beaten path this way. But we're not being rewarded. Oh. Oh.
Holy hell.
Okay, if this is the way I'm supposed to go, then what was back there? Crap. Oh, that was to the side room. Right.
Ugh.
The Spirit, the Phantom of Vengeance. 10 of 12 relics found. Dead end. Dead end. Ah. Okay. I need to backtrack a little further. Because there was one more avenue I could have gone down that I didn't. And that was down here. But nothing. Okay. All right, fine. So we've explored all side passages. We came from there. I think. Did we come from there? Yeah, we came from there. We went up through there. So we need to go this way. Nope. I just snuffed out the light by walking on it. Whoops. Doggone it, it's a maze. All right, let's go through here. Dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Okay. Well, that's good. It leaves one path open.
Linda. Shit. I gotta help her before it's too late.
Is there actually a ticking clock? Well, do we go through the bloody chamber? Or do we keep going this way? Oh, yeah, finally. Oh, it's the same box. Okay, that's a dead end. Ah.
These monstrosities are everywhere. No time to waste on this.
That's one I had found previously. All right, so we know where to go. I wonder what happens if we get caught. Can Sam die? Can we let Sam die to those guys? Okay, well, I was really thorough. I don't think I missed anything. I escaped from Frank Stone in the storm drain.
Can you stand? Go. Get out. I'll hold it off.
magic. Yay, no quick time event. God.
Did we stop it? Is it over?
Goodness, how many times does that girl have to fall down? She's been helped up twice.
No. There's still one thing left we gotta do.
What, burn the film? Ooh, is Frank Stone now in the camera? Yep, I guess so. Well, that's why she wanted all the pieces, so that she could resurrect Frank Stone, I guess. Chapter 14, The Massacre at Garrett Manor. Oh no. That's now. Everyone's gonna die. Oh no. And they're all just standing there waiting. He's gonna walk right through the screen. Accuse Augustine confronts Stan. I guess accuse Augustine?
You got your damn movie. What more do you want?
You lied to me.
I did no such thing.
Like hell you didn't. You promised me.
It is no fault of mine if you misinterpreted what I promised you.
My mom just died. You knew I was grieving, and you took advantage of me.
A traveler is only as strong as its vessel.
You got a hell of a lot to answer for, and a lot of hell to pay.
Stand back away! Back away! Now what are you doing? Oh my God, Stan.
Help me!
I saved his life just for him to get caught here.
Help! Help me get him!
Oh no! Does it protect her? Oh no! Did I fail? Did I do it?
What am I doing? No!
Did I miss?
Maddie!
Oh, come on, did I miss? I guess I missed. Oh no!
What is that?
I saved Stan and lost Maddie.
That is Frank Stone. We gotta run. Now!
Doggone it! They're all gonna die! Wandering Paladin says, Scotty said to Captain Kirk, I live a 5-minute walk from the pub, but the walk from the pub home is 45 minutes. The difference is staggering. Thank you for that, Wandering Paladin. Excellent timing, as always. There we go. Well, they all figured it out. Stan, come on, man. Do what the others did. Stan. Wow, this guy's a genius. I couldn't do anything there. He dies anyway. All those times, the only times I succeeded at a quick time event was when saving Stan's life, and he dies anyway. I'm so mad. He's the only one I wanted to die, and he's the only one I managed to save.
Seriously? Shit. That's how we got down here. There's gotta be another way out.
Find a way to power the elevator.
Suddenly work. Must be losing it.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm being timed. That's the door I need to open. There we go. Blacksmith's hammer, 12 of 12. I see a hideous thing, more shadow than form. It calls to me in my nightmares. I am seduced by its song. It's a generator. You remember this, right? Find parts to repair the generator before time runs out. Issue date 4/17/60, due for renewal 4/17/65. If this card is lost, stolen, or misplaced, report it immediately to security office. Save us with Dr. Augustine Lieber. All right, I'm not going to spend time reading it because I'm in a hurry. Frank Lieberstein's card is one and the same. Item added. Two left. Linda! Go! Up!
Whoa. Yikes.
I think. Oh no. Wrong choice! Jump! 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 Sucks so much. Oh no!
Let's go! Go!
Whoops. You were killed trying to help Sam escape. That's the second time I've made that mistake trying to help. This game is teaching me never help anyone else.
I already killed you once, Frank. And I'll do it again if I get the chance.
They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die.
Motherfucker.
I should have had her go. Oh my god, why did I try to help? Why did I try to help Sam? Ah!
Oh, shit.
I guess push through. She shouldn't be in this timeline anyway, right? Bad. This was bad. This was bad. The cursed pocket mirror reacted to the screen and killed you. Oh. Everyone's dead except Sam. I thought because she wasn't supposed to be in this timeline, maybe she could escape by going back to her own timeline, but no, that wasn't it. It's definitely
Frank
a massacre.
Stone is finally the man he was meant to be. My champion. A killer worthy of the entity. The bleed between worlds is open, split apart by sacrifice and violence. All will be swallowed by the entity's power. And what of me? The one who served up this world for it to devour. I'll oblige as its faithful servant, existing only to drink in its knowledge, share in its glory. I am Augustine Lieber, and I have brought the entity to your world.
Roll credits? Oh, okay. Bad ending. I think we're getting the bad ending.
All these lifetimes of toil and torment, all for this beautiful moment of sublime perfection. Almost unbearably so.
Yeah, pretty overwhelming.
I bear to you the offerings. I humbly await my reward for loyal service.
Yeah.
Unending.
Here we go. There's your reward. That's the bad ending. And Frank Stone wins, everybody. Axon Media Los Angeles says this is only slightly worse than what's happening in LA right now. Yeah, I know. It's an absolute tragedy.
Quit while you're ahead, Sam. You never learn to quit while you're ahead. You never learn to take good advice. So why start now?
Well, can you get a gun? Sure, let's fight the Lovecraftian otherworldly horror by ourselves without a gun. That sounds great, Sam. I can't believe it. I killed them all. I've got this one chance to save one person.
That's a drugstore in Cedar Hills.
Are we sure this is a good idea?
This is the only way we know for certain. And we have to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sam, Robert, and Linda developed the film. Fate Changed. Can I loot anything from here? No, I gotta go to the next story beat. And I can't run. I'm trying to run. I can't. They're making me stroll all the way there.
It's in there, all right.
What do we do with it?
We separate it. We each take a piece. Then we take them as far away from each other as we possibly can.
Or burn it.
Never let them come back together again.
Or burn it. Why not burn it? Linda saw Frank Stone trapped in the film. If Linda saw Frank Stone trapped in the film, why would she ever, later in life, bring her piece of the film back together? If she gets an anonymous message from someone saying, hey, come bring your piece of the film, why would she ever respond to that if she saw Frank Stone in it?
Can't be our only option.
I wish I had a better idea. But we have to live with what happened. And the Riveras. The Riveras. We can't let it hurt anyone else.
Okay.
Oh, Robert. If you only knew.
Maybe they were afraid that if they burned the film, it would release Frank. But what if they only burned one part of the film? Then the film could never be recreated and he could never escape.
Whatever happens next is my responsibility. Mine. You just need to go live your life. Never think about this again. Never tell anyone about what happened. You were never part of it. You don't know anything. You understand?
Sam, Robert, and Linda vowed to keep the film separate.
I awake, unsure where I am. Then memory floods back and I know. Our world is gone, consumed by a living realm beyond space, beyond time. Thanks to me.
Okay, we've got two paths. We've got the glowing light. Oh, hello. Well, there it is.
What the?
It's a ring. Augustine's ring. How can it be here? What's that? What happens if I miss that? Okay, I should probably go back and do this first, because I can't sprint. Oh, but I gotta slide through that. Well then... Okay, I should do that first. It's a door. Oh. 11 of 12, the trickster.
Another killer, I assume.
Star whose desires knew no limits. Okay. Well, it was a secret. Fate sealed. Sam discovered the campfire in the woods.
Hello. I don't suppose any of you... Nah. Nah, this isn't right.
Whether killing or surviving, the entity will play with our souls for all eternity. An endless hunt of fear and hope, pain and sacrifice, from which even death is no escape. And now, let the trial begin.
Credits. Who was at the campfire? Was it Bonnie? I don't know the other one, the one that wore the glasses. Well, there we go. Bad ending. At least Sam lived, I guess. I wonder what the ending would be like if Sam didn't live. I'm also really curious about the reviews, because the reviews were mixed. And it definitely had its quirks and its problems, but I didn't think it was any worse than any of the other games like this that the studio produced. Cloud Big says, you did well, Ox. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity and your grace and your lies. Thank you. Okay. I'm really curious about the other endings, but to get there, it's so convoluted. It involves choices made earlier in the game that I don't know if there's even a possibility of aggregating all of the different possible endings. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Can I exit this? Is there like an end credits scene? Do we have to get through all of the credits first? Samurai Ravan says, so they're all just doomed to be hunted? Yeah. That's the vibe I got. Now that the entity is in the world, he just kills and reanimates and kills and hunts, and that's their life on Earth now. Soulblade Hero says, is it better than Man of Medan? Maybe. Maybe. I think I did worse in this game than in all of the others. At least in Man of Medan, I saved 2 or 3, I forget exactly. In the other games after that, I saved most of them. I think there was even one where everyone survived. But not in this one. I just made all the wrong choices. It's Stassi says, will you play Until Dawn? I probably should. It's been recommended on the program many different times. Duet Maxwell says there is a credits end scene. Okay. Well, I guess we're waiting then. Drago Man says, love your videos, Oxhorn. You don't know how many Fallout things I've learned. Thank you, Drago Man. Many more videos to come. No plans on stopping now. Okay, now we've got a continue button. Shopkeeper. Relic 12 of 12, the champion. The destiny realized in fire, steel, and celluloid. There we go. Cutting room floor unlocked. Use the cutting room floor to see your current path through the story. You can jump to previously played points in the story to change outcomes, unlock different branches, and find collectibles you may have missed. Martin Sespregi says, woohoo, I got up early enough to catch a late Ox stream. Howdy y'all. Hey there, Martin. Plunder's Instinct unlocked. You will be able to use Plunder's Instinct when in close range of a collectible trinket. When activated, the aura of collectible trinkets is revealed. How many did I get? Did I get them all? I don't think I got them all. This looks complicated. Collection. All right, so there's one doll that I missed. I got the Hillbilly, the Trapper, the Wraith, the Clown, the Legion, the nurse, the doctor, the twins, the spirit, the trickster, and the champion. I missed one doll. Artifacts. I got the storyteller, the champion, murder mill. What? Oh, notes. I see. So I missed one. Okay, so all of these are added to our collection as well. I missed two. So I missed two artifacts from that, the storyteller. I got all of the champion artifacts. And I got all of the murder mill artifacts. Well, what about the pewter? It's not showing me the pewter stuff. Okay, well, I don't know how successful I'll be, but let's see. Okay, the campfire completed the story. 55% of players got that achievement. Phagocytosis. Maddie was hypnotized and absorbed by Frank Stone. 11% of players got that achievement. I'm clearly in the minority there. Is that all? Yeah, those are all of the ones that I got. All right, let's see if we can find all endings. Okay, so this is a 32-minute video. Oh, wow, 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 wow. There are lots of different endings. I don't know if we're going to go through all of them, but we'll go through some of them. Let's start by going through the nobody survived ending.
I awake, unsure where I am. Then memory floods back and I know our world is gone.
Okay, I need to verify that we actually get something new here. Okay, it does look different. We'll continue.
Consumed by a living realm beyond space, beyond time. Thanks to me. Whether killing or surviving, the entity will play with our souls for all eternity. An endless hunt of fear and hope, pain and sacrifice, from which even death is no escape. And now, let the trial begin.
Okay, so it's just a variation on the bad ending that we got. Let's try the Chris survived ending. And then we'll try to skip anything that repeats itself.
Hey, we need help! We can't stay here. There's something coming after me. It killed my friends!
whether killing or surviving.
Okay, and then it repeats itself. So it looks like the campfire is the anchor point for most of these endings, with slight variation depending on who survived. Let's see what Linda says if she survives.
Excuse me? Hey, I need help. Hello? Can you hear me?
Very similar. Then we've got Madison surviving alone.
Hey, I need your help. Hello? Why are you all just sitting there? What the hell's going on here?
All right, so I get the gist there. Let's see if we can find something different. Then there's Sam survived. And then it starts pairing them off. Let's try... Wow, there's just a lot of endings. Tell you what, to save us a bunch of repeat, let's just do everyone survived. Here we go. Everyone survived.
Linda?
It's you. Hey, the gang's all here. Everybody made it out.
I wouldn't have if it weren't for you.
Weren't for me. Weren't for me.
Stan didn't make it.
Stan isn't Stan anymore.
He's a no-good rotten egg.
He didn't deserve that.
Only fate decides what anyone deserves.
What did happen to Augustine?
I saw her on my way out.
And?
She had something she wanted to say, but it wasn't worth hearing. I'm glad we found you. We gotta go get help.
No one can help us now.
But why haven't you left this campsite? Why are you just sitting here?
Okay, then it goes to Frank Stone, right? Yeah.
Why isn't it coming after us?
Everyone's arrived. Now we can begin.
I want to go home.
This is all there is.
All right, so that's the good ending? That was the good ending? Okay. What the heck? Then we've got 2 secret escape endings. A Sam secret escape ending, and then a Chris secret escape ending. Let's try those, starting with Sam. That's it? This is the Chris secret escape ending. Oh. if she didn't have the mirror. Okay. So that goes back to when I tried to send Chris through the film wall. Because she had the mirror reacted, and that's why she died. If she didn't have the mirror, she would have appeared back in the past, interrupting the filming of that very scene. But then I don't know how we could have gotten Sam to go into the hurrah drum or whatever it's called. But yeah, that was the best ending, the everyone survives ending. All of the others are variations on the campfire. So essentially, there's a campfire ending telling us that this great monster is now roaming the world and the hunt is beginning, and all that changes is the people who stand around that campfire, depending on who you save. Okay. Adam M says, Stan surviving would have been a bad ending. Yeah, looks that way. All that wasted effort to save Stan. I saved him twice, only for him to be killed, and I couldn't bother saving him. By Frank Stone. And there you go. Well, that's it for the casting of Frank Stone. I had a lot of fun with this. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I'll be back next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel, with another live stream, another episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, and a brand new game. I think I know the game I want to do. It was another fan suggestion. I've got a long list of games to go through, and don't worry, we'll tackle the very best ones. But for now, I think it's time I'm going to go head to bed. You guys do what you need to do. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.